Well, today we saw a Houston neighborhood that's being treated like a dump, and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee says the recently passed Inflation Reduction Act could help fix it. Her plan comes nearly a month after the DOJ announced an investigation into the city's response to illegal dumping complaints. Marcelino Benito explains why the Congresswoman wants millions for Trinity Gardens. Marcelino?
Xavier, President Biden is expected to sign the Inflation Reduction Act later this week. The law will allocate $60 billion towards environmental justice. And Congresswoman Jackson Lee says Northeast Houston desperately needs a portion of those funds.
Chronic illegal dumping.
Residents in Trinity Gardens toured sites in their historic community in dire need of environmental relief.
But there's still environmental issues on this site.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee saw the problem up close. First at this former Kmart, now a place where people dump their trash. And at this retention pond just down the road, dealing with contamination from nearby industry. Illegal dumping pervasive here and other Northeast neighborhoods.
They are saying enough is enough. So we have to raise up the environmental accountability stick so that persons cannot do this and think they can get away with it.
Jackson Lee says that accountability can be made possible with the help of the Inflation Reduction Act.
These millions of dollars out of the $60 billion and out of the $3 billion can come to Houston and have a metamorphic change, a seismic change.
The motion is adopted.
The just passed bill is the largest climate change legislation in U.S. history and specifically sets aside billions to deal with environmental justice.
But if people are prisoners in their own home because they can't breathe, then what have we done to them?
Jackson Lee says those funds should be used to build an environmental community capacity center in Trinity Gardens to address environment and public health harms related to pollution.
I want to see this being implemented as soon as possible.
While the work to determine where funds will go begins, the DOJ continues its investigation into the city of Houston's response to illegal dumping. The feds looking into whether the city is guilty of racial discrimination.
It is in everybody's best interest to have communities with clean water, clean air, thriving where it's not being a dumping ground with toxic stuff to make folks sick.
Now, we asked the Congresswoman about that DOJ investigation into the city of Houston, but she told us she does not comment on ongoing investigations. She did say, however, that she encourages all levels of government, including the city, state, and federal, to all work together to solve these problems that these communities are facing. Back to you.